Hello, welcome, Garuda, Ifrit. What a struggle this was. I'm gonna pull it back for Doton. That's the only reason. I'll move it back to middle for super occluded, or whatever it's called. First, attack Superstorm. Simple AoE. Don't even really have to care about it. And then it'll do, I think it's front occluded actually. Oh, it's occluded front. Eventually I'll get it. Once it casts this, I just bring it to the middle. Occluded front really doesn't mean anything, it just means it's going to start doing something like Storm of Fury or whatever. So we bait it to the sides, I go south, dodge that, go in. And then you see these enumerations. Basically you have a partner you should set up. You just go in there, goes off, drops a AoE, and then you just dodge it. If you do get hit, you get knocked into the air and it's a one shot. For a Storm, she'll put like claws to like her front and back, you just move to her sides to dodge. There's not much else. There'll be another enumeration with a downburst, I believe it's called. You just pop an arm's length or whatever, go to your spots, drop them round. Melee can go into middle, range can do range things. Do whatever you like. Vacuum Slice, she splits the room in half. You'll see some lines on the floor going towards the beam. If it's 4 orbs, you can stand in between the line to get knocked forward, because the very outer ones will go into the middle and get exploded like that. On the other side, you just go to the left of them. Then that's followed by a Ferrous Storm. Again, just dodge. Next is Touchdown, I believe, which just changes it to Ifrit, so you're just gonna go south and then he'll spawn. Bring it back to the middle. I believe he does something called Hand of Hell, or Hands of Flame, sorry, this is the tank buster. You have to swap on about the F of Flame, so do a shirk or whatever, dodge out of the way. The other tank will get this marker, he needs to go in front. Use a Kool-Aid. Once he's used a Kool-Aid, the boss will jump onto that position where the red disappeared. Then next is Inferno Howl. This is just AoE, simple shit. Followed by something called, I believe this is the Hands of Hell. So the healers will get it. The healers will go behind, we all get a mark, and we just run off into cardinals. The person that got targeted with the red on them will stay closer so that the melee doesn't have to travel too far. After that we bring it back to the middle, and I believe it is the strikes back, yeah, so we all stand in the middle. There's something called Hot Foot, so there'll be like clones of Ifrit. You need to look for the one that is shooting its orb into the other one. So like here you can see it's 3, it shoots into there, it gives us a space, and then we can go back in. Now this is the Hand of Flames, or Hand of Hell, whichever it's called. Hands of Hell for the DPS. They stack behind the boss, then they go do their intercardinal. Again, the person that got marked will stay a little bit closer, so the boss doesn't go miles away. Hands of Flame, this is the tank buster. Again, taunt. I completely fucked that up, so I killed Bork. This wasn't a good run, I was all over the place, people was all over the place, it just wasn't a good run. But we did beat it, so it's whatever, right? That's all that matters. I'm trying to show you not what to do as well. So Garuda and Ifrit, one will stand on B, one will stand on D. The one that's B, which is always Garuda, you want your melee to be at. The one that's Ifrit, which is on D, you want your range to be at. Unfortunately, Bork was dead, so I took them both. You have to break your tether with this line. That's what those lines do at the start of the fight, by the way. If you have your tether on the opposite side, it will break and it will cause a wipe. So Bork got Ifrit back in time for the tank buster. He just moved it over there. We all stack on the same side, so at this point we're stacking on D. You'll see Ifrit will have a clone, see, like it's in the middle. That means we're going to have to go southwest from here, in between these lines. This is also how you dodge the 3 orbs that I was mentioning earlier, followed by Ferrostorm. Easy clap, done. You have done this part. Now on to Rasta Pasta, or whatever its name is. It's not really called Rasta Pasta, but it might as well be, right? But like I said, this was an awful run. I don't know why I'm even uploading this. It was terrible. However, just shows to prove that you don't have to be that good at this game to beat this. So I'll bring it back to the middle, make it face A. It's going to be the tanks and healers lines. We move to our into cardinals. Start moving away at H, and then back in to the middle. This will happen again with the DPS. And then we all just stand in between to keep uptime, as well as dodging the light-headed. If you get hit by 2 of those, you get concussed. You'll see it happen later on in the fight. That is why I die. Yeah, you don't want that happening. Then it's just an AoE. Simple, simple, simple. Fucking love that word. Then there's enumerations again. However, this time there's a Ferrostorm, so you want to try and look for the north spike if you're on my side. Drop it there, and then you have the sides free, just like that. And it's that strikes back again. The difference is I'm the tank at this point. I would always just go A and take a vulnerability stack. However, I did it a little bit different this time. I actually followed the group. So you can see it's on B. Move it over. And then charge back in to avoid the charge on people. I see this. This is where I would Super Bolide at the T in incineration. Then I'm fine. The other tank will now taunt off me, and he'll be tanking for the rest of the fight. Well, he's supposed to. And then he'll move it back toward, well, there'll be a down burst, so you just arm's length. The other tank should have it at this point, but it's whatever, they can take it after this. So you want to either be on D if you're melee healers and tanks, and B if you're melee or ranged. Healers and tanks, you'll have 1 tank north, 1 tank south with the tethered person, and you just stand here, and your healers will heal you. The melee will have to all stand on top of each other because they'll be tethered to each other, and they just move left to right, baiting these cuts. Once this finishes, you get a enumeration. You'll be having your A, B, C, Ds. You just make sure you're not overlapping people. After this, straight behind the boss for Conflag Strike. And then this is the part where we always seem to have issues. So we limit break there. You could probably do it maybe earlier, I'm not too sure. So occluded front, that means he's going to do his cuts. So we go into his spots. We do not break the lines. And there we go. And then it's an AoE. And then the hard part, apparently. So you'll get Hands of Hell again after this occluded front. It'll be on tanks and healers first. You just do your intercardinals again, but this time there'll be a cross section like a hashtag. Just do not cut the line. Go back in. Keep middle free. And then this time it's going to be enumerations alongside charges. So the DPS will get it. They just stack behind. They go onto their numbers. This is where I die. You'd stand in between. You wouldn't get hit, but I did, unfortunately. And then it'll be another tank buster, but of course Bork is, well, the other tank would be tanking at this point, which Bork is. He's done his Living Dead. He'll be safe. Boss is on 5%. All that's going to happen now is there's going to be a few casts of Ferrostorm. We keep Satura alive. Like I said, it wasn't the best, but you can improve. Ferrostorm, there's going to be 1 Ferrostorm and then a second Ferrostorm, and then he'll do a downburst again, just arm's length it or whatever you want to do. Then he'll go to the north, south, east, west, whichever one he chooses, and then you just nuke him down. This is Enrage, by the way. Like I said, there was a lot of deaths. It wasn't a great run. I died a lot. I was not focusing on rotation. Just really bad run for me. However, as you can see, it's doable. So hope you have fun with this boss. Good luck in trying it. And I'm out. Peace.